Benitez, Lozano and Mitkov navigate the complexities of the Queen's Gambit declined Queen's Knight variation in this LX6 Campeonato Abierto Mexicano Queretaro 2025 International Ronda 6 Showdown. On D4. On D5. On C4. Threatening pawn takes D5. On E6 played by Mitkov entered in Queen's Gambit declined Queen's Knight variation. Knight C3. Bishop B4. On takes D5. On takes D5. Bishop F4. On C6. On E3. Knight E7. Bishop D3. Bishop F5. On H4. Bishop D6 it is novelty move. Bishop takes F5. Knight takes F5. Queen G4. Benitez Lozano wants to play. Queen takes F5. Bishop takes F4. Queen takes F4 and increase their advantage significantly. Bishop takes F4 played by Mitkov. Queen takes F5. Bishop D6. Knight F3. Benitez Lozano's idea is to play Knight G5. Queen C7. On H5 and increase their advantage significantly. Queen D7 played by Mitkov. Threatening queen takes F5. Queen C2 played by Benitez Lozano. Knight A6. On A3. Knight C7. On H5. On F5. On G3. King castled kingside. Knight E2. Knight E8. Knight F4. Knight F6. Knight D3. Knight G4. King castled queenside. Rook A E8. King B1. Rook E7. Knight F4. Queen E8. Rook D F1. Rook D7. Knight D2. Rook C7. Knight F3. Rook F6. Rook C1. Queen E4. Threatening queen takes F3. Knight G5 played by Benitez Lozano. Queen takes C2 check. Rook takes C2. Rook E7. King C1. Rook E8. King D1. Rook H6. King E2. Knight F6. King F3. Bishop E7. Rook C1. Knight takes H5. Knight G E6. Threatening rook takes H5. Knight takes F4 played by Mitkov. Rook takes H6. Knight D3 stop here and find the strongest move for Benitez Lozano. Knight takes G7 is a strong choice, since King takes G7. Rook CH1. Rook H8. On B4. Knight B2. King F4 still Benitez Lozano is losing. Let's go to the main variation. Knight D3. Threatening knight takes C1. Rook H1 slightly worse move played by Benitez Lozano. Knight takes C1. Rook takes C1. Bishop takes A3. On takes A3. Rook takes E6. On A4. On A5. Rook C5. On B6. Threatening pawn takes C5. Rook C1 played by Benitez Lozano. King F7. Rook B1. On c5. On takes c5. On takes c5. Rook b5. Rook c6. Rook takes a5. King f6. Rook a8. On c4. Mitkov is preparing to play. On c3. Rook f8 check. King e7. Rook takes f5. On c2, and put immense pressure on the opponent. King e2 played by Benitez Lozano. Rook b6. On a5. Rook b2 check. King f3. Rook a2. On a6. King g5. Take a moment to spot the best move for Benitez Lozano. Rook a7 is the right idea because King f6. Rook a8. King g6. King g2. King g5. Rook a7 position is equal. Let's go to the main game. King g5. On a7 is not the best move played by Benitez Lozano. On g6. Mitkov is looking to play. King h5. King g2. King g4. Rook d8. Rook takes a7 and increase their advantage significantly. King g2 played by Benitez Lozano. King g4. Mitkov might go for. On g5. Rook d8. Rook takes a7 and take decisive advantage. Rook d8 played by Benitez Lozano. Benitez Lozano's idea is to play. On promotes to queen at a8. Rook takes a8. On f3 check. King g5. Rook takes a8 and seize the initiative. Rook takes a7 played by Mitkov. Rook takes d5. Rook c7. Rook d2. On c3. Threatening pawn takes d2. Rook c2 played by Benitez Lozano. On g5. On f3 check. King h5. King h3. King g6. On g4. King f6. Mitkov wants to play. On f4. On takes f4. On takes f4. Rook c1. King e5 and establish a winning position. King g3 played by Benitez Lozano. King e5. On takes f5. King takes f5. King f2. On h5. King e2. On h4. King d1. On h3. Pause the video and find the best move for Benitez Lozano. Rook h2 is the correct move because Rook d7 check. King c1. On g4. On e4 check. King f4. On takes g4. Still Benitez Lozano is losing. Let's explore the main variation. On h3. Rook f2. Pause the video and find the best move for Mitkov. Rook d7 check is the correct move because King e1. Rook d2. Rook f1. Rook a2. On e4 check. King f4. Mitkov have small advantage. Let's explore the main line. Rook f2 is an inaccurate played by Benitez Lozano. Pawn c2 check is a mistake played by Mitkov. King c1. Rook c3. Pause the video and find the best move for Benitez Lozano. Rook h2 is the correct move because Rook takes e3. Rook takes h3. King f4. Rook h5. Rook takes f3. King takes c2. Still Benitez Lozano is losing. Let's explore the main variation. Rook c3. Rook e2 is not the best move played by Benitez Lozano. Pawn g4. Pawn takes g4 check. King takes g4. Rook f2. King g3. Mitkov is aiming to play. King takes f2. Pawn e4. Pawn h2. Pawn e5. Pawn promotes to queen at h1 check. King b2. Pawn promotes to queen at c1 check. King a2. Rook a3 mate and dominate the board. Rook f8 played by Benitez Lozano. Rook c4. Mitkov intends to play. Pawn h2. Rook f1. King g2. Rook e1. Pawn promotes to queen at h1. Rook takes h1. King takes h1 and establish a winning position. Pawn e4 played by Benitez Lozano. Rook takes e4. Benitez Lozano saw no escape and decided to resign.